I live out in the burbs with woods all around, so not much goes on around these parts. It's a quiet place in the American South where the old ways are still somewhat prevalent. Most men leave their homes in the mornings and kiss their wives goodbye till they pull back into their concrete driveways come sometime in the afternoon. I work from home and stay up overnight, so there aren't many mornings that I'm not already up and get to see this little routine. The houses in the neighborhood all look very similar with their brown doors and hitched roofs and small windows. In fact, the majority of the homes on my street look like that. The only exception to the uniform is the two-story duplex I live in. There's a young woman that lives downstairs that I have a little bit of a budding crush on, I guess. Anyway, that's a story for another time. You get it, though. It's your perfect little suburb in the country. Nothing out of the ordinary. The only claim to fame we might have is that there are more missing animal posters stapled to posts and bulletin boards in our area. Every few weeks, the cops are called after some family has exhausted their efforts in looking for Fluffy or Fido. And every few weeks, the cops leave, consoling some child about how they'll find their furry friend, but they don't. Aside from a single public interest story about a year ago, no one really cares aside from those heartbroken children, forced to grow up too soon. Earlier tonight, I was up doing some freelance online translations, and I pushed my rolling chair away from my computer desk for a break. I poured myself a cup of coffee from the pot that sat next to my monitor and was just thinking about stepping outside for a smoke when I happened to glance out of my second-story window. You see, from the wall that I have my desk placed, there is a window without curtains, which looks out over onto my neighbor's fenced backyard. In the summer, I can see the family that I don't know very well play in their sprinkler. In the winter, the husband pouring rock salt. In the spring, the wife tends to her garden. In the fall, their little boy rakes leaves. Tonight, in the midnight darkness, I saw a small humanoid figure standing in their backyard. That was all I could make out. Then a motion sensor light flicked on from somewhere and illuminated the backyard. The little boy that lived in the house was standing there in the blank green yard, staring up at me from my perched position. In horror stories, you're supposed to talk about how weird happenstances give you goosebumps or make you want to void your bowels. This didn't happen, though. I didn't feel anything. I was just mildly surprised at first. I thought for sure there was no way that this little boy was staring up at me. My lights were off. There was no way he could even know I was looking at him, right? Then he waved. I waved back. He grinned up at me. He turned to the shadows and whistled. A big Great Dane dog came cantering up to him excitedly. The boy fed the dog something from his pocket, and then looked back up at me with that broad, cartoonish grin. The boy scratched around the dog's ears, then grabbed the Great Dane's scruff stiffly. The boy pulled something from his back pocket and ran it across the dog's throat in a single swift motion. The poor animal fell flat onto the grass, hind legs kicking softly, then not at all. The boy held the wide knife over his head, while still wearing that same grin.